Hey there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for February 2022. And just a quick reminder, if you ever wish to get a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can simply follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. Comment even, because of course, engagement helps this channel out a lot. So what's going on when it comes to February? February for everybody is an overwhelmingly positive month, and that's real coming from me because I'm not afraid to say otherwise. And so this month, we've got this beautiful focus on starting the new year for real. And a lot of the detritus and debris of the last few months, the last few years, getting completely displaced and pushed out by a whole lot of big breaks. And for you, a lot of this is occurring in your 7th house of partnerships, closest one-on-one connections, boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your closest one-on-one connections to, as well as your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, self-generated income, self-employment monies, as well as intimacy and erotic language and erotic expression. So it's going to be quite an active month for you Cancerian people. Of course, this is not where all of the action is, but the vast majority of it. And that's because we have Venus all month, direct in Capricorn, your 7th house of partnerships, and Mars is there as well. And we also have Mercury here direct from the 3rd through the 14th. So we've got Venus all month, the planet of favor, popularity, love, and affection, lighting up the 7th house of partnerships, bringing in strong allies in a very, very close way that go beyond mere collaboration. When we have Venus in the 7th, it affects both the platonic and the romantic. And you're going to be noticing that this month, a deeper level of affection and demonstrations of loyalty and care coming out of partners, coming out of best friends, coming out of business partnerships, in a way where we are actually setting a completely new standard. Venus in the 7th house, of course, is bringing a great deal of more amorous and, romantically generous energy to your romantic partnerships, whether this is, coming through a partner that you have, or if you are single or available. We are drawing in compatible partners that are also looking to achieve the same outcome, the same goal, have the same love languages, have the same tastes, this mutually assured compatibility. And even incompatibilities in existing partnerships, regardless of the capacity, are also going to be coming up to be smoothed out, because with Venus it's about making sure that everyone of course gets to enjoy the finest that is to be offered through these engagements and through these connections. Partners are also going to be a lot more generous and affectionate just with all things, and you yourself are of course expected to follow suit because Venus is working this over with you and for you at the same time. And don't forget that when it comes to even best friendships, Venus is of course magnetizing stronger connections for your inner circle and your inner core. So all in all, a deeply satisfying and, very gratifying month here. Mars in this part of your chart is also working on breaking down walls, breaking down barriers, right? The planet of action, passion, energy, and obstacle clearing is going to be working hard on getting rid of any kind of dark clouds or old business, complexes, or challenges that may be kind of coming between you and your closest one-on-one connections. Whether it's something coming between you and a partner and a goal you share together, or possibly something coming between you and being able to find the partnership you desire, or maybe even old business that has maybe intruded upon a close one-on-one connection in recent history, whether this could be coming from, the outside world, family, business, all of that kind of stuff. This is going to be a month where none of it is allowed to stick, none of it is allowed to stand. We also have with Mars here the opportunity to break down emotional and psychological walls that are maybe keeping some relationships or some friendships from being all they can be. And for a lot of you who are in business partnerships or have a lot of joint finance ventures, this is also going to be a month where business partnerships start really breaking some glass ceilings. In fact, with Mercury direct in Capricorn from the 3rd to the 14th, the planet of communications, haste, and speed, is speeding up the productivity and the accomplishments of every partnership that you have, because Mercury is all about optimizing the way these flow, the way we gel together, the way we connect, the way we communicate, the way we distribute work, the way we distribute efforts, right? Working on utilizing everyone's expertise in the most authentic way that is true and best for all concerned, right? Especially if you've been maybe working with situations where certain systems or certain roles or certain plans were just not coming together because everyone was just doing things they weren't good at as opposed to what they were good at. This is going to be a time where everything seems to get smoothed over. We also have the speeding up of developments in partnerships where it's time to get ready to take things to the next level, right? Jump up a status, however that is going to apply. And a lot of those conversations get underway, right? We're also speeding up the productivity there, as well as also increasing the yield or the gain that we are getting from our business partnerships. We also have the Sun in Aquarius through the 18th of the month, bringing attention, enhancement, and support to that 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy and, sensual connectivity. But the Sun is doing a lot of this focus on making sure that we are clearing away, again, any kind of barriers to being able to be fully authentic and fully present with partners, right? Letting people's hair down, bringing in a lot more levity, bringing in a lot more play, a bit more adventure, a bit more experimentation and enjoyment, and even some courage and bravery for everybody here as well. And the Sun is also making sure that everything that is coming out is something that serves the partnership or the new partner, right? We're also attracting, for those of you looking for new people, that those that are ultimately compatible, right? More true reflections of your truth. And that's going to be a big focus of the first half of this month. We also have the Sun working on transforming the gain or the value that you're getting when it comes to your investments, as well as your self-generated income, any kind of side gig or side hustle you've got going on, any kind of projects you've monetized. The value that they are bringing you and the value they're receiving from the world is also going through a bit of an upgrade. Mercury will be in the 8th house of shared resources and passive income and intimacy and all of that from the 14th through March. Now, with Mercury here, there tends to be more of a focus on the practical side of things. So now we're really talking about, business in general. But the planet of communications, haste, and speed is ultimately saving up all of this energy to be put to use right here and now anyway, because Mercury is going to be speeding up the acquisition of wealth, of abundance, of financial comforts through areas of your life that are not a part of a more conventional salary or hourly income. And so you might be noticing, bigger sales, faster sales, money coming in from all of your side avenues. Partners are also going to be having a beautiful financial month. And so we're going to be finding that, from the 14th on, it's going to be a very, very comfortable month on the practical and on the romantic. And so that's 2 out of the big 5 that people usually look for in these horoscopes, getting all of that energy this month. After the 18th, we do have the Sun move on into Pisces, your 9th house of higher education, government legal proceedings, travel, as well as culture and your spiritual path and practice, your reach and your territory. With the Sun in the 9th house, this is a time where you are getting a chance to expand operations, as it were, in all areas of your life. It's time for things to, we take a good hard look and see where we can do things bigger and better, and of course, again, expand our reach. With the Sun in the 9th house, a lot of you are going to find that opportunities to make a bigger impact on your field, or maybe make a bigger impact in your community, your spiritual path, your spiritual practice, is going to be the name of the game. Because with the Sun in the 9th house, there often is a big focus on getting discovered, right? Getting new attention, opening new minds, minds, getting new conversations flowing. And with the sun in the ninth house as well, the opportunity to pivot or maybe even change paths, transform or reorient a direction, maybe a certain project, a certain career pursuit, a certain relationship or spiritual path is going, is going to be highly supported at this time. And for those of you who are interested in, more of the deeper esoteric side of things, and you know me, obviously, if you've seen any of my non-horoscope playlists, that's where I live. You're going to also find that when it comes to your own spiritual skills, applied metaphysical skills, like actual spiritual skills, there's going to be a lot of enhancement going on here. You're noticing a lot of activations, a lot of new abilities turning on, and what you already have kind of going through a bit of a level up ranking this month as well. This is also going to be a great month for those of you that are looking to popularize something that you are connected to, drawing awareness to it, drawing support to it, anything where you want to make a bigger splash or a bigger impression, something you want to market or promote out in the wide world. The sun in the ninth house absolutely is going hard at work for you from the 18th of this month well into March. Now we also have a very special event going on this month. And that is Jupiter in Pisces in that ninth house, forming a gorgeous sextile to Uranus in your 11th house of friendships and social networking, Taurus. Now, this is actually occurring on the 17th of the month, but because we're dealing with big, slow-moving planets, we're actually looking at a window effect of the 12th of February through the 22nd of February. And Jupiter, the planet of wealth, abundance, expansion, novelty, and luck, in the ninth house, reaching over, because that's what happens in a sextile, one planet reaches over from one house to lift up and help out another house, the planet of invention, novelty, revelation, experimentation, and spontaneity, Uranus. This is going to be a time where you're going to get a chance to realize a deeply personal ambition that is way off the beaten path. Because with Uranus, right, in the 11th house, there is this big focus on you getting a chance to take a different road to a very personal goal or a very personal accomplishment that you want to see realized. Because the 11th house is about friendships, social networking, our platonic support system, ambition, and our biggest goals and adventures. And a big adventure is getting a chance to get seated during this time. Okay, this window's not going to have everything begin and end all at once. No, that's astrological naivety. No, this is when things get started. With Jupiter here, you may find that there is a big breakthrough when it comes to some kind of either financial or social event in your life that allows you to immediately attain a goal or an ambition through a social group that you are affiliated with. This could be something that you are accomplishing with a friend, or something that you are actually giving to the world and receiving from the world at the same time. This could involve an opportunity for maybe travel or a big move, or this could be something that allows you to mark a new territory for yourself on your personal map. With Jupiter sextile Uranus, this does, again, come into the point of being a deeply personal goal or lofty ambition. So this could be something that you've held onto for all of your life. This is a big dream come true, getting its seeding, getting its start during this time. And this is only going to become more clear if you know yourself and what you've held onto, what one of your deepest motivations, your deepest creations you would like to experience is in this life. But Jupiter will be, of course, providing all of the means and the connections to make it so, and Uranus is going to be showing you another way to achieve a major ambition that you have been chasing or maybe just simply holding and guarding for a very long time. With all of that, I know because that got very esoteric, but guess what? Sometimes it does. Astrology is spiritual and esoteric at its core. Let's talk about the lunations, the new moon and the full moon. So, the new moon of the month is in Aquarius, in your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy and self-employment monies and all of that good stuff, opening up a window period between the 1st and the 15th. Now, a new moon is all about new beginnings, and new cycles. And it does look like there is actually a very positive breakthrough with some kind of new income stream being generated for you Cancerian people. This could show up as something that you are actually building and creating yourself, coming forth into being, an offer or maybe a proposition coming from another person, something that you are actually able to monetize that you've already been working on but haven't monetized yet, or possibly good news coming through a partner, whether it's a romantic partner or a spouse or a business associate, that is also starting to create a new source of liquidity that's going to make things a lot more comfortable and just a lot more affluent feeling in your space. And this new moon, I feel, is exactly what also sets off a lot more ease when it comes to celebrating or even embarking on some of these loftier adventures that are going to be given to you to consider at the end of the month. We also have a full moon in Leo on the 16th, opening up a window from the 16th of this month through the 2nd of March. And a full moon is all about culminations. It's all about transitions and endings. Now, this is occurring in your second house of earned income, employment, your values and your valuables. And there could be an opportunity for a big job switch that also comes up in the second half of this month. Now, this could actually be something that is really, really good news for a lot of you Cancerian people. For those of you who've been looking for maybe a new job or a new role, something you want to dive into head first, looks like an opportunity to leave a situation you're in will present itself in the second half of this month. So second half of this month, a lot of Cancerian people may find something that is worth putting their notice in for. This could, however, also be something on the internal. This could be a transfer. This could be a move. This could be something that also aligns you with a much more comfortable and much more rewarding either role or maybe department or corner of your field or your job that you can make a new home for yourself in. So that is what I've got for you, Cancerian people. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.